Hello, Michael Gottlieb here with how to solve the centers of the 7x7. Now, there are 5 times 5 centers on each face. It says 7x7, but we're not solving the edges and corners. There's just 5, and each center has just one sticker, so it's really easy recognition. Now, since there are 5x5 centers, there are a lot of ways to build them, but it's pretty much blocks. And what I do is I build 1x5 rows. 5 rows to each center. Now, since these center pieces, they're fixed, just like 3x3 or 5x5, they stay where they are. So, what I want to do is the first row, I'm going to put that center in it. Here, we're going to start our row. We've already got one piece. This is the inner edge. Here's an outer edge. So we're just going to pair those up. We're going to see if we can find another inner and outer edge. It's really great if they're already paired, but I don't see any. So here's an outer edge, here's an inner edge. Pair those up, and insert. And we've got one row. For the second row, we're going to use the middle 9 technique. See, the middle 9 centers sort of act like 5x5 centers, and we need 3 of those pieces, so we sort of need like a 1x3 row on the 5x5. So what we're going to do is, well, here's 2 pieces. Here's like a corner. We can just pair this up. Got 1x3 row. Now, we've got to add 2 obliques on. Obliques have 2 different orbits, so you sort of have to be careful. Obliques won't always fit in the space you want, but this one fits here, and this one fits here. You've got to sort of have spatial recognition, figure out when stuff can fit where, but you'll get used to it. It's not too difficult. And then just pair it up. Note this is the first center, so we don't have to worry about pairing up. Now, this is pretty nice. See, what I want to do is I want to use as little moves as possible. What that means is if I find something that's half paired up, I'm going to use it. So I see this. This looks like a second row. This also looks like a second row. And these fit together really nice. We got 4 pieces. Just one more. Here it is. Use a slice move. And then insert. So for the last bit, we need one middle. There are 2 middles. They're all here. And look at this. We've got 2 obliques right next to each other. That's nice because we can just insert it in. Of course, got to fix the center. And then we want to add 2 corners. Here's a corner, and insert it in. This is pretty nice. We've already got 2 pieces. Find the last oblique, insert. Here's a corner, and then insert it in. So we got our first center. Now the same thing. We're going to solve the middle 5 first. Here's 3. That's really nice. And here's an edge. Note, I didn't use RUR prime. Why not? Because this looks kind of nice. This looks like I might want to use it later too. So, here's another edge. Basically, if I see something that looks like I might want to use it later, I'll try to keep it. Anyway, we've got our middle row. We're going to find an adjacent row. This kind of looks like an adjacent row. We've got 3 pieces ready. All we need to do is add an oblique. It's here. And add a corner. It's here. That's nice. So now we want to get this one out because we're going to use this one for the next row. So we'll insert it like that. Alright, middle 9. Here's an edge. Here's the 2 corners. Do it like that. That's easy. Now notice these two obliques, they're in the wrong orbit. Can't fit here. We could use this one. Alright, insert this. Now, it's the same thing for the last one. We needed 1 middle, 2 obliques, 2 corners. You can have the 2 corners already. This oblique fits here. We want to find one that fits here. Here's one. Notice I don't have to undo the slice move because the corner's here. That happens sometimes. It's nice. So, since we want all the pieces for the last row, we're just going to take this one out because we're going to use it. Now, this oblique pairs up. This oblique pairs up. Hello. Hello. And this corner. So, got our last row. Now, the middle 4, I do them in any order, and it's the same thing. We want to find pieces that are already paired up. So, here's 4, here's the last edge. Let's do that. Middle 9, we've got 3 pieces already here. This oblique goes here. You'll learn that. This one doesn't go here. It's like, you'll learn it eventually, right? Then this one And here's our second row. This is really nice. We've already got 3 pieces of 5. This oblique goes here, so we can do this. And then we need a corner. Here's one. Let's do that. Finally, third row. Here's the last corner. Here's an oblique. Insert. And the last row. This is the edge. Oh, this is pretty nice. When you've got the obliques like this, here and then a sort of they're opposite. We can go like R, U2, R prime, pair them both up. And the corners here too. Really good. This corner doesn't pair up. We can do that. The fourth center is the same as the third, exactly the same, except you just have to be careful about doing slice moves because you have to fix this one. So, centers, make the first row. Second row, we've already got 4 pieces, that's nice. Just pair that up and insert this. Oh, here we can switch these two by doing M, U2, M prime, or M prime, U2, M. And then insert the corner. That's our third row. Middle line. If there's 2 obliques here in a corner, it means they're opposite orbits, which is useful for making rows. Alright, last row. We've already got 4 pieces. I'm just going to keep this here, because then that way I can just insert it when I'm done. And then put this piece in using a slice move, like that. And then insert it. Alright, last 2 centers. A lot of people have trouble here. This is really nice. Look at this block. I'm just going to make this right here. Okay. Anyway, what I want to make the middle row. So I can add on an outer edge here and an inner edge here. And then I know I have this nice block. So I'm just going to insert this in. We always want to make 3 rows, and we always can. No commutators, no nothing. We can always make the first 3 rows. In fact, we can always make the 4th row. What we're going to do is just do the middle line thing. This is just like the last 2 centers of the 5x5, which doesn't need commutators. And then using the right one, if we didn't have all the wings yet, which we do, we can add like this. You could add this wing here, just using the rightmost layer. And then we insert it. Now for the last row, what we can do is we can always get 2 corners and the middle edge. It's just like 5x5. What do we do about these obliques? Well, we can always pair the middle up with at least 1 oblique, doing M, U2, M prime. What that does, that switches these 2 pieces. It's already paired up with 1. We can't pair it up with the other unless they're already connected. So we're just going to make do. We got 2 of these, and then we do like 5x5, insert the middle and the corners. We've got one piece left, just commutator. Here's what I do. Always bring it to the second row. Just want to do that again. This is if it's on the bottom one. Right? Third row, right prime, third row prime. If it's on the top, if it's on the top, we do right U. That brings this space onto the third row. And we're done. And you can do it every time. One more trick I want to show you. This could happen sometimes, but if you have two wrong and they're paired up already, that's actually a pretty nice case. We can switch these 2, M prime, U2, M, and then that will pair these up. And then we can just do it like 5x5. So then you're done.